Lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make my go-to eggplant sauce. This recipe is flavorful, easy to make, and perfect for weeknight dinner, even though I sometimes have it as breakfast. Grab your saucepan, let's get started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For your eggplant sauce, you need eggplant, some onion, chili pepper, and paprika. You also need some fresh tomato. This is going to form the base of your sauce. And you also need some smoked fish. You could use meat instead. You also need some Scotch bonnet pepper, salt, some garlic, palm oil, thyme. You also need some scent leaf, seasoning powder, curry, and vegetable oil. So these are the ingredients you will need to make your perfect eggplant sauce. So first, you're going to get your ingredients prepped. I'm going to start by prepping my eggplant. All you need to do is to cut it off and then cut open your eggplant into two. Alright, so this is how the inside looks. Okay, so you also go ahead to cut it open again. So let's say one eggplant, so you're going to cut it into four. Alright, then go ahead to just dice them. Once you're done with that, transfer it into a clean bowl like this, and then we bring in our pot. We're also going to transfer this into a pot. Fill this up with some water. Also season this with some salt. Another way to cook your eggplant is by roasting it. So if you don't want to cook it, you can go ahead to roast it using either your oven or your air fryer. After seasoning it with some salt, just go ahead to push it down. And then I'll cover this and leave it to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. While your eggplant is on fire, you want to go ahead to prep the rest of your ingredients. I'm starting with my onion. So I'm just going to slice them. For this recipe, I don't want my onions thinly sliced, hence I'm slicing it this way. You also need some garlic. I'm just going to go ahead to chop this. You also need some vegetable. Feel free to use whatever you want to use. You can use basil, you can use parsley. I'm going to be using scent leaf. I just want to have that strong flavor from scent leaf. Just go ahead to chop your vegetable, whichever vegetable you want to use. Go ahead to chop them and get them ready for whenever you are going to need it. So next we'll be deseeding our pepper. You can leave the seed on if you don't mind. I find it very hot, so I just prefer to take out the seed just to minimize how hot my sauce comes out. For this recipe, I'm using 6 small paprika and 5 chili pepper. Go ahead to rinse it just to take out all the remaining seeds. I'm going to be chopping my tomato alongside my pepper, so I'm just going to cut it into 4. That's just so it's easy to blend. I'm an onion lover, so I like to have lots of onion in my sauce. I'm just going to cut this into a few chunks because I'm adding it to my pepper mixture. Next, you want to chop your pepper mixture. That's your tomato, onion, chili pepper, and paprika. You can also use your blender to blend if you don't have a food processor. Just ensure it's not too smooth. So I'll be transferring my pepper mixture into my food processor. So I'm just going to chop this for 15 seconds. Okay, so our pepper mixture is ready. Ooh, it looks really good. Perfect, just as I was anticipating. So guys, we are done with chopping our pepper, and this is how our pepper mixture looks. So we're just going to go straight into the next step. It's 15 minutes and our eggplant is ready. So this is how you know if your eggplant is ready. You can see the skin has changed, it's become softer, and it has even reduced inside. So what you're going to do next is to get it out of your water. You just want to strain this out and put it into a bowl. So you also have to stop cooking at this point because it's ready. After straining your eggplant, you will want to mash it. You can actually use your mortar to mash it. You can use your blender or your food processor. I'm going to be using my food processor to mash mine. Just transfer it into your mortar or your food processor depending on what you're using. I'm just going to pulse it just so that it's not very smooth. This is how it is. It still maintains some texture. Yeah, so I'm just going to transfer this into a bowl. To make your eggplant sauce, you want to heat up some palm oil in a pan. You also add some vegetable oil, and then you go in with your chopped onion and your garlic. You give this a good stir for a few minutes. Just keep stirring until you can get the flavor from the garlic and the onion, even with your pepper mixture. And then you also give this a good stir. You want to let this fry for a while. So our pepper mixture is well fried. I'm going to be seasoning it with some crayfish and some smoked mackerel fish. I'm also going to be seasoning it with some salt and some bouillon powder, just a tiny bit of Scotch bonnet pepper. I'll add some thyme and some curry powder. You can take that out if you're not a fan of curry powder. I'll give this a good stir to combine, and I'm also going to add some beef stock. This is just for extra flavor and taste. I'm also going to let this simmer for a bit. Now that our sauce has come to a boil, I'm going to transfer my eggplant into the sauce. After adding your eggplant to your sauce base, just give it a good stir so that everything incorporates very well. You have to be patient so you don't pour out everything. Then you can go ahead to test to see if everything is good or you need any additional seasoning. Mine is perfect, so I'm just going to let it simmer for a bit and we'll be done. So lastly, we are going to be adding some scent leaf. Like I said, feel free to add any vegetable of your choice. So after adding my scent leaf, I'm just going to give this a gentle stir to combine, and ta-da! Just like that, our eggplant sauce is ready. It looks really good. It looks so nice. I cannot wait to have this. Let me know, lovelies, what you'll be having this with in the comments. Have you ever had eggplant? If yes, what do you have it with typically? I'm going to be having this with some boiled yam. You can also have it with the ripe plantain or maybe some pasta. It goes really well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notifications so you always be the first to know when we post subsequent videos. Goodbye.